This algorithmic trading view indicator has been called the best indicator for retail traders by many premium members. As you can see, it produces great signals that can be used to make profitable trades. The indicator is so versatile that it can be used on any time frame, and it can even be used on markets such as crypto, Forex and stocks. What's more, the indicator has multiple time frame functions that do not repaint. This indicator really should be used by every retail trader. Now that we have gotten all of that out of the way, let's start. The indicator that we will be using is actually a suite indicator, since it incorporates different popular and profitable indicators so that it's easy to see exactly when to buy or sell by using the indicators to fully understand what's actually happening in the market. The indicator was made by Jorgum, a high-level trading view indicator developer that has received over 50,000 boosts. Now that we have gotten all of that out of the way, let's head over to TradingView and add the indicator to the chart. We will first change the time frame to the 15-minute time frame. However, if you would like to use a different time frame, you can do so. Now let's add the indicator to the chart. Navigate to the Indicator Search tab and search for the Jorgum MTFMA indicator. Select the indicator made by Jorgum and add it to the chart. That was the only indicator that we will be adding to the chart for now. Let's now close the Search tab and take a look at what the indicator can do. The indicator can do the following: apply 3 customizable MAs, choose between 10 different moving average types including averages such as the HEMA and VWAP, it can go multi-time frame without repainting, it can even show an RSI heat map on the chart. One of the most powerful things the indicator can do is assign RSI bar colors to a moving average of a higher time frame so that you can see the visual reference of momentum of a greater trend that could be playing out. Overall, it's truly a great indicator, but how will we be using it? Let's take a look at the indicator and optimize it so that we will be able to properly make use of it. So as you can see, the indicator currently looks a bit weird. In fact, all we can currently see is a moving average and different candlestick colors. So let's do some basic configuration for the indicator so that it will be more useful. Head over to the indicator settings and navigate to the Inputs tab. Here we will see a lot of input values that can be changed to optimize the indicator. Let's go over some of the more important values to make sure you will understand exactly how to use this extremely powerful indicator. The value that we see first is the bar color type. This setting allows you to change the color of the candlesticks. In our case, we will change the candlestick color to the RSI heat map, which will allow us to see the RSI indication just by looking at the candlesticks. The next settings that we see are the MA types. There are so many different types of MAs you can choose from, such as the VWAP, HEMA, SMA, and many others. Since we try to keep the videos as short as possible, we won't be going over all of these different types of MAs. Instead, we will be using the HEMA as the moving average for this indicator. We will also be changing all of the HEMA values to 50. On its own, this wouldn't make sense. However, since this is a multiple time frame indicator, we will use the same length moving averages. However, we will use them on different time frames. We can change the time frame length of the moving averages by scrolling down to the resolution. We will be changing the time frames of the moving averages to the 15-minute, 30-minute, and 1-hour time frames. The last setting that we will be changing is the MA color type. We will be changing the color to the RSI so that we will be able to see the RSI of different timeframes using the moving averages. Once you have made that change, click on the OK button to close the Settings tab. As you can see, the bar color still looks a bit weird. To fix this problem, right-click on the chart and click on the chart settings. Now head over to the symbol settings. Uncheck the border colors and change the color of the wicks to a neutral gray color. After that, click on the OK button to close the chart settings. As you can see now, the chart looks a lot better. Let's now take a look at when to enter into a position. Let's first look at when to enter into a position. Here is a great example of how this indicator can be used. As we can see here, the RSI is starting to change colors, indicating that it's cooling off. We also see that the 3 HEMAs have recently crossed to the upside, indicating bullish momentum entering into the market. Seeing these 2 bullish signals would indicate a great moment for us to enter into a buy position. Whilst entering the trade, we will put the stop loss at the recent swing low. And we will put the take profit at the recent swing high. Now let's see how the trade plays out. As you can see, the trade was very profitable. Right after this huge spike, there is another opportunity. As you can see, the RSI is cooling off again, changing to a purple-like color. We also see that the price falls through the first HEMA but rejects of the middle HEMA. It is still uncertain if the price will hold this resistance point, so we will wait a bit longer for more confirmation. As you can see, the price rejects the first HEMA again. We will now enter into a buy position again. We will place the stop loss at the recent swing low or just below a recent support point. After that, we will place the take profit at the recent swing high or just below a previous resistance point. Now let's see how this trade plays out. As you can see, the trade was very profitable again. Now let's take a look at when to enter into a sell position. We can currently see that the price has taken a massive fall. We won't immediately enter into a short position, instead we will wait for the price to consolidate. As you can see, it seems like that is starting to be the case. We can also see that the RSI is slowly cooling off. We see here that the price rejected off the first HEMA and extra confirmation is needed to enter into the trade. As you can see, the price retests the HEMA again. Based on this rejection, we will enter into a short trade with the stop loss at the recent swing high or resistance point. Now we will place the take profit at the recent swing low or support point. As you can see, the trade played out in our favor. If we keep watching the market, we see that the price breaks through the first HEMA again, but rejects the second HEMA line. We also see that the RSI is starting to slowly cool off again, so based on this information we will wait for another retest. After seeing that price rejected the second HEMA again, we enter into a short, putting the stop loss at the recent swing high or the resistance point. Now we will place the take profit at the recent swing low or support point. As you can see, the trade turned out profitable again. Lastly, let's take a look at an entry example that the indicator creator provided. First, we see that a downtrend is formed with a sharp move to stack the EMAs into layers. This indicates that the trend of the market has turned bearish. Secondly, we see a pullback opportunity that presents itself in bearish consolidation. We also notice a doji star at resistance establishing a swing high as the RSI cools off into the EMA dynamic resistance. So based on that information, we would enter into a short position. Later we see that the RSI has turned hot, which indicates that it might be time for us to exit the position. This idea is confirmed when we see that the price has gone into a consolidation phase. Based on this information, we will exit the position. As you can see, this indicator causes great entry signals. Overall, this indicator seems like a great algorithmic indicator to use as confirmation and confluence when entering or exiting trades. Like I said previously, if you would like to trade with this strategy on a different time frame, you can of course do so. You can even use the indicator in a different way. However, I would really recommend having it on your chart, since it really is one of the best indicators for the everyday trader. If you are looking for a crypto exchange with very low fees and a huge $4,300 sign-up bonus, check out the link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment.